Welcome back to the Finish Line in association with betabin.com. For all the latest offers from the world-leading bookmakers, head over to betabin.com. So, Cheltenham just around the corner, and the Dublin Race Festival is happening this week. So this is going to be a full video dedicated to the Dublin Racing Festival. So myself and Tom are going to go through the 4 grade ones from day 1 and the 4 grade ones from day 2. So we're going to start off with the 2 mile 6 Novice Hurdle on day 1. Tom, what do you make of this one?
Yeah, it looks a good race. I love Battleoverdoyen. I love his sire, Doyen as a sire.
Yeah.
Massive fan of him. He carries a grade 1 penalty for his win, but I think he's a different class to these, to be honest. Darren Ross has looked okay. Salsaretta looks alright. Beat Felix Destry, who's that form looks good now, but it's worth taking note that was over 2 mile 4 at Limerick. I think we know now Felix Destry is best bowling along in front of a 2 miles, so I wouldn't take that too literally. I think Battleoverdoyen is to lose, really, isn't it? I see 7-4. That's a really good price, I think, if you knew he was going to turn up.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. I think Battleoverdoyen is by far the best horse in this race. As you said, carrying the penalty, stepping up an extra 2 furlongs from his last run, I think is going to suit him down to the ground.
Yeah,
I think the further he goes, the better he's going to be. I'm Battleoverdoyen all day. And another one that in there that at a bigger price, a small bit of fancy to me, it will be Dunvegan, the Pat Fahey's horse. He won his maiden hurdle at Ferryhouse and he won it quite easy.
Yeah, he's a good bumper horse, that lad.
He ran a few good bumpers. He ran the bumper at this meeting last year, that Blackbow one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's beaten out of sight in that one, but he seems to be a better horse over hurdles and won that one quite easy. And it'd be interesting to see now what Willie has running, because Paul Townend was on him that day. If he keeps up the partnership with him.
Yeah, I could see him running well, definitely, but I just think Battleoverdoyen's a different class to these in my book.
Yeah, so short and sweet, I think Battleoverdoyen is going to take a world of beating in this.
Yeah, we're both on him.
So that's the tips for the Novice Hurdle. So now on to the Ladbrokes Dublin Chase. Tom, take us through. What you think?
Andrew, footpad obviously just got done by Simply Ned's over Christmas. They reoppose again. St Calvados comes back over after getting beaten by Altior at Sandown. Min comes back down from 2 mile 4 to 2 miles. If I had to have a selection, I might just go with Min.
I'm the exact same.
I might just go with Min. Footpad obviously he looked like St Calvados was going to have his measure when he fell the first day this season, but he looked like he was going to win at Leopardstown until Simply Ned when it got him. He looked unbeatable last year. He just hasn't quite looked the same horse.
Spark seems to be gone.
Yeah, just some of those horses that do it so well, they don't last. There's been so many up and down for the years that when they're so impressive, it takes more out of them than you think.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what's happened to Footpad here. Simply Ned is a credit to Nicky Richards. Keeps coming over. I was looking at his record this morning. He hasn't been out of the first 3 ever at Leopardstown.
He's like a stone better horse at Leopardstown.
Yeah, that includes races behind Duvan and everything. If it's 8 runners, back him each way. What you should actually do is back him running, because he gets a bit outpaced and runs on.
He's beat Footpad, he's beat Min.
Yeah, I know. You just couldn't tip him.
No,
could you?
Not with any confidence.
Min would be my selection. Albeit a tentative one. I don't think I'd be having a bet. I'd sit down and relax and enjoy it.
Be interesting now if Willie does run the 2 of them. You'd think he probably will, because it's so close and he has to get another run into him. Especially with Footpad. Yeah,
Footpad needs another run, you'd imagine. So does Min. He's only had 1 run this season. Min, I don't know, Ryan Air written all over him, does he?
Yeah. I think why would you go back against Altior when you know Altior is miles better?
Ruby said at the start of the season, they said, where are you going to go? And he said, wherever Altior doesn't. So I don't know, I think he's Ryan Air written all over him. Yeah, I'd fancy him for the Ryanair, actually. I like him.
I'd fancy him to win this now and go on and win the Ryanair as well.
Yeah, I couldn't knock him. I wouldn't have a bet. They're 6-4 each or 2.
I think
I'd sit down and watch it.
I think he's head and shoulders above everything in it. Even on his John Durkin one, he beat the JLT winner Shattered Love, the Ryanair winner Back of the Flow. I think he's just a pure class horse. He's just happened to bump into Altior.
Yeah, he has, unfortunately.
I back down to 2 mile 1. I don't think it'd be any problem.
No, I think he's maybe, I don't know, maybe he's slightly better over. I think he is looking for 2 mile 4. But yeah, I wouldn't, especially around Leopardstown, I wouldn't. 2 mile 1 shouldn't be a problem too anyway.
Yeah, so I'm on Min.
Yep, same here. We'll go for Min.
So now on to the Arkle Novice Chase. This looks to be a little cracking race.
Yeah, fascinating race this. Richebourg has been very impressive this season. I really liked his performance last time out in the Grade 1.
Yeah, he was very good.
Leopardstown over Christmas. He beat a few of these that day. He beat Mengele Khan, who was a bit disappointing after his chasing debut. He looked like he was really going to kick on over fences. Knocknanos, Gary Moore's horse comes over. He was second at Plumpton behind that Mr. Dino, the French horse.
Yeah.
He's a 9-year-old though. I mean, he's got some form in the book, but I just think Richebourg's only turned 6. He could kick on past him. I think if we're looking,
he's past him already.
Yeah, I think he is better than. But if we're looking at a superstar horse, I think it's Richebourg. Articulum, I was looking at him. He's rated 138. If ever there's a horse that needs to go for a handicap at the festival or anywhere, that's him off 138.
Oh, yeah, surely avoid this then.
I think I think he's only got entries in the Grade 1s, but
at Cheltenham.
Yeah, I think off 138. I'd like him off that. The other one there is Hardline, who beat Get a Bird down at Limerick. I think he's underestimated that lad. Whether he goes for this or the other race on Sunday, I'm not sure. But he's one I'd want to keep on the right side of as well. But I think don't need to be tipping favourites all the time. But Richebourg was impressive last time, and I think a good solid run 2 mile is what he's after. And yeah, he'd be my selection.
I'm the same again. Look, we're tipping the favourites, but when it's so obvious, there's no point saying, look, I'm going to put up Fider A at 10 to 1, hoping he's going to run into the place. It's winners you want, winners we give.
Yeah. Look, it's going to be competitive, no doubt, but I just can't get away from the Richebourg's last run.
He's miles ahead of everything else in this. Mengele Khan reopposes again. He was his beginner's chase form is not stacking up at all now. Yeah.
No, I think one to keep an eye on is Articulum off 138. Maybe not for today, but for a handicap possibly. So yeah, that's us in the Arkle.
Yeah, Arkle done, Richebourg for the both of us. So next on to the Champion Hurdle. So we've Apple's Jade dropping down to 2 miles.
Yeah, interesting one. She's looked very good this season, hasn't she?
Yeah, she looked different now to last year.
Yeah. Now look, the thing about her is she looked all right this time last year too. It was only coming into the spring that her form kind of tailed off a little bit.
Yeah.
The owners and Gordon have made it clear that she kept coming into season last season, but that tends to happen more in the spring rather than this time of year. So there's no reason to think that she'll do that now. My problem with her is she jumps right.
Yeah,
I think she wants further than 2 miles. Now she does get the £7, but she does jump right. Now the only issue is what's going to beat her. Super Sunday is solid and consistent. I think she's got it. I don't think he can give her £7. Melon's the interesting one. I was listening to an interview with Patrick Mullins there the other day, and he said that Melon was one when he was stood in the parade ring and he looked over at him at Christmas and he just said, wow, he said, you're big. And he said he's done a lot of hard graft, so he'll turn up a lot different. Yeah. If there's one to get near her, I would say it'd be Melon. I don't know, would I put her up? I'm worried about her jumping right. I wouldn't have a bet in this, and I wouldn't back her. She's the most likely winner, but there's just a couple of question marks there that, I'm coming back down to 2 mile. I think she's a lot better over further, and she jumps right. It's going to be hard to give her £7, but yeah, not at 5 to 4. I'd watch it again.
I'd be the same as you with the jumping left, and especially over 2 miles. I think this could be where Melon and Ruby she'll bowl. I'd say she's obviously going to bowl along.
Yeah, you'd imagine she'll make it. Yeah.
I'd say Ruby will do a stalking job, and I'd say Melon had a better kick. If it turns into a tactical race, Melon's going to win on speed.
Yeah, you'd imagine he'll get closer. I think. I don't think this will just be a 10 lengths job or anything like that.
And I can't have Super Sunday at 94 over 2 miles, even though he did beat Faheen over 2 last year. Or was it 2?
He's a bit trickless, that lad. I don't think he gets 3 miles, and he's not. He's a grade 1 horse at 2 miles, but I don't think he's a one who's going to go and win many grade 1s at 2 miles. You know, he's in the middle. He's a fantastic horse, and he goes out. I've looked at him. He's made nearly $500,000 in prize money or something like that. Like, he's made a huge amount of prize money, but I think Apple's Jade's most likely winner, but I couldn't back her at that price.
Yeah, I'd be willing to take a chance at Melon, just on bare that probably has a better kick than her.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't put you off it. It'd be Apple's Jade or Melon for me.
I can see Jack just literally putting the accelerator down with a mile to go. Catch me if you can.
Yeah. There's
going to be no fear of her staying.
Yeah, it'd be a fascinating race. Just one, I think we've done on the champion hurdle there.
Yeah, go on, go for it.
I'd go for Apple's Jade, gun to my head, but I couldn't back her at 5-4. One to keep an eye on if he runs on Saturday is a Charles Burns horse called Laish. Has been really, really impressive and really progressive this year. Is in off 144. Now this will be interesting to see. Do they run him here, or do they keep him for a handicap? If he was going to go and win here off 144, I've heard a few people mention him as an outside possibility for a champion hurdle.
Really?
He's been really progressive, this horse. He's definitely a 150 plus horse.
Was he not running on fumes the last day?
No, I don't think so. No.
If Davey wasn't on his back, he wouldn't have won that.
Yeah. I don't know. I like him, and I think there's a handicap in him off 144. Be interesting if it was mine. I'd be going to the festival. I wouldn't be going here, but he's one to keep an eye out on. You don't like him?
I do. I backed him the last 2 times when he won, but I think he's at the hitting the ceiling. I'm just going on visually on the last race.
Right.
So he was beaten half length by Tudor City. Whether he was idling, but
I think there's a bit more left. I think they're trying to be a bit coy with this lad. I think there's more in the tank. I think he's definitely a 150 horse.
He's 7-2 for the handicap.
I wouldn't back him in a massive handicap at 7-2. I wouldn't back any horse at 7-2 in a massive handicap. But we'll see. We'll see if he runs, and we'll see if he goes to Cheltenham. But I think he's one to keep on the right side of stuff.
There's one actually I was looking at in the handicap chase at 2:35 on the Saturday as well, and it's Henry Romhead's Moon over Germany.
Oh yeah.
1:35. I think there's a lot of mileage left on that mark. He ran in the race that Pluma Blue won, and where Real Steel fell at the last over Christmas time. He finished second in that. Then his race before that, he was third in a race with impact factor on, and then he was second to Silas Emery at Corn. The form is there, 7-1, 8-1 you get. I think he's a cracking bet.
Yeah, he'd have a good chance. Wouldn't put you off him.
I think he's in as 10 stone 12 now. He's an 8-year-old. I think there's still a good bit of improvement left in. He's only having 2 runs for Henry the Bromhead. I think there's a bit more left in.
Yeah, wouldn't put you off him.
So
that's Saturday.
That's day 1 done. So we're going to do day 2 next. So keep tuning in and click over onto day 2.